Hi friends, Christopher Hobbs here, and we're out walking in Santa Cruz, and I'm always got my eye on the weeds and the natives both. And here's a for instance, here is a really cool so-called weed. This is the periwinkle, greater periwinkle. I can talk about that later. But right now I want to show you the dandelion. And dandelion is Taraxacum officinale, and this is the official plant that was used in drugstores all over the place. So if you're looking for an herb that really can get your digestion going, so say you have a meal and you're feeling a little heavy, it's just not digesting well, and that's the root of the dandelion. So in Chinese medicine we use the root and we use the upper part as well. And so if your digestion is not working that well and you really can't digest, you're feeling heavy after a meal, especially a fatty meal, then the root of dandelion and burdock, maybe a little ginger in there would be really good, and a little licorice if you want it to be sweet, because yellow dock and dandelion tend to be bitter. They're bitter tonics which help increase stomach acid to help digest proteins, and also increase bile flow to help digest fat. So it really is a wonderful digestive herb that's been used for probably 2,000 years. People have really watched it and looked at it, and it's called dandelion, which comes from the French Dandelion, which is the tooth of the lion. Can you see the big teeth here on the leaf? That's the tooth of the lion, Dandelion or dandelion. And it's found in many people's lawns all over the world. Hopefully they don't get a tool and just dig it up. They even sell them in the nurseries, right? They sell these fork tools to get the dandelion roots up out of your lawn. Well, this is one of the world's greatest medicinal herbs. Forget the Pepto-Bismol. Forget some of the drugs that they have, OTC drugs, that are giant corporations, and they often have some side effects. Just stick with these herbs, especially as the first line of treatment, and especially if it's like you're just feeling a little indigestion, or you can't, your bowels aren't moving smoothly. That's yellow dock. But this one, dandelion, is just so wonderful. And I'm going to pull up the root if I can get it. Remember, this is a European plant. It's a European weed. I didn't get it all, but I'm scraping it here. And unlike the yellow dock, this one, and there's also burdock, of course, the great burdock, but this one is fairly white inside. And wow, it's a long stem there. And and the flowers are composites. It's in the Compositae or Asteraceae family, because there are many, many little flowers in each head here. Really hundreds of them probably. So you want to get the root, you want to harvest the root, cut it off, wash it, dry it, and store it for later use, or just make it into a tea. It is absolutely phenomenal for digestion. And in a minute I'm going to talk about the leaves. You can pause it, but we'll be okay. I'll just cut it out. Cut this part out. Okay, and so that's the root. If you pick dandelion, you don't want to waste any of it. It's all good. So you got the root here, which is fantastic, one of the great herbs, and maybe it's abundant in your lawn. I mean, when I go to Utah to teach, sometimes there are fields and acres of dandelion. So there's plenty of dandelion around. I don't suggest that you seed it into your lawn necessarily, but if it's already there, or you already know some patches of dandelion, then by all means pick it. Now, so you've got the root, but now you've got the leaves. And you can actually get leaves of dandelion from the market. A good green market will have bunches of dandelion leaves that you can buy. And they're usually more succulent than this. This is a wild one, but it was kind of wet, so they'll still be good. But the leaves, unlike the root, is really good for urination. It increases the flow of urination. And not only that, but it helps, like if you have burning urine, or you're dribbling, or any kind of urination problem, the dandelion leaf is very good for that. And also to put it in with cleansing programs, yellow dock, dandelion, burdock, and then go ahead and put the leaves in. and make a tea, make a strong tea, put some licorice in there maybe, and just drink that, maybe 1, 2, 3 cups a day, and you'll see a difference. You really will. Dandelion is one of the world's great herbs, and it's so widely available. And then one more thing, in traditional Chinese medicine, the whole plant is used like this. So they grow it, they cultivate it in fields, and they pull up the whole plant, the leaves, the flowers, and the root, and they wash it and they dry it, and they make this Chinese herb, which is used for, especially for cancer and breast cancer programs. So for a healthy program, a healing program for breast cancer or for regular cancer, I'm not going to say it's going to cure it. No, we don't. As herbalists, we don't really talk that way, but it's going to help restore functions in your body, get rid of toxins, and really have an immune activation effect, and really help your body go after the cancer cells. So this is really one of the world's great herbs here, Taraxacum officinale, which means it's beneficial in drugstores for centuries. So this is the real deal here, and I'm so glad to be able to talk about it and share it with you if you don't know its great medicinal effects. So thanks for watching.